So essentially, once you have the data and it's encrypted and you send it over, say without Seclore, let's say you're not using data-centric security, and you encrypt the file, basically it just puts it obviously in an encrypted envelope, sends it over to somebody else, and it's protected for the couple of milliseconds that it's flying in between point A and point B. And once it gets to the recipient, there's some sort of password to decrypt it. And once they decrypt it, then it's full access to that file. Again, they can copy, print it, save it, forward it. They can do whatever. It's essentially they have full access and a full copy of that data. They can modify it. They can do whatever. And of course, once that happens, you lose full control. So the difference with Seclore is we not only maintain that encryption at rest, but in transit. But once the person gets that data and they go and they type in their credentials, it goes up to what's called a policy server. The policy server comes down and says, here's your decryption keys. So it decrypts the data. So it doesn't maintain the encryption during the use. It decrypts the data. But then what it does is then it says, but who are you? What level of access do you have? And what can you do to this document? So once I have the document open, then it says, now I'm going to limit you that you cannot copy, print, paste. It literally, if you don't have copy paste capabilities or permissions, if I try to copy paste and I highlight some text and I paste it in somewhere else, it says you are not authorized to copy paste this content, right? So it continues to secure it on that perspective overall. Again, with dynamic watermarking, if you try to take a screenshot of it, we know exactly who was the last person that had access to that document overall. So that's where that persistent encryption, persistent protection comes from, with encryption as being the main wrapper, but then also the granular access controls on top of that. And then lastly, it's really around all the things that are happening on that file. Everything is logged for that particular instance. So you could take that information, pipe it out. Well, you can use it in our Risk Insight dashboard, of course, but you can pipe it out to a SIEM of your choice as well. So then you get the full kind of view of what's happening on that data.